Hello there my YouTube friends and fans, welcome back to Elden Ring. I'm here at Siofra Aqueduct in Nokron Eternal City, and I was here before trying to get to the Deep Root Depths, which is another fun map that I really wanted to go and explore until I ran into a boss and it basically stopped me in my tracks. I only tried to defeat that boss once, but I basically realized that he was way too powerful for me and that I needed to rank up first a little bit, and there's so much other stuff to see. So I forgot about it, and now I'm like, wait a minute, I still have to go there. Let's go and see. I'm much higher ranked. My weapons are ranked up a lot more. I've learned a lot more. Let me go back. It shouldn't be a problem now. I defeated so many bosses. I should be able to take this guy down. So here I am on my way back to this boss door, which is not far from here. You actually find a few goodies here, but I already picked them all up, like some smithing stones and runes. So here we go, approaching this again. And I had tried a few times here before what you see now, and basically realized that magic is out of the picture. Forget the flies, forget the rotten breath, forget everything. But you can summon a guy here right at the door, which is awesome. And what surprised me is that you can still summon your own summon as well. So you can actually have two summons. So here he is. This is a so-called gargoyle, and apparently he is made out of stone. But he's super powerful because he can fly and drop down on you, and he has a magic sword, and he has an axe as well, and he's super fast. So my approach is like, screw everything, I'm just gonna go into hand-to-hand combat and let the summons help me out and just see where we get with that. Oh yeah, the other problem is if you're up below him, he actually drops a poison cloud which can take down your health super fast if you're not careful and get out of the way right away. And so the other surprise here is, while you're thinking that you're just dealing with this guy, and I'm like, oh, I have already a third down, there is actually a second guy, probably his brother, his twin brother, that's gonna pop into the scene very soon. So you have to deal with not just this guy, but two of him. And that's what made this almost for me like I can't do this is too hard, I don't know. But once I actually tried to just jump in there and actually just go and knock him down with my sword as much and as often as I can, that was the way easier approach than trying to use all kinds of inclinations and all kinds of fancy magic stuff, which just kind of lured him towards me. It took him like one swab and he had me while I couldn't get out of the animation, the magic animation. So doing this was so much easier. I literally just jumped in, rolled back, jumped in, rolled back, and tried to kind of pay attention to his attacks. And look at that. One of them is already down, the other one is knocked out very, very soon. I could just not believe how fast we're doing this here. We are a really good team, and look, Dr. Beholder, or the Beholder, this other summon, is doing a really great job, and he is still alive. My summon has gone down. I am so glad there is two, because I think it would be a lot harder if you only had one summon. Well, we're doing this together. Few more really hard hits into his groin seems to really help. And there you go. This was so much easier. Sometimes when you think something is hard, it looks harder than it is. And sometimes when you think something is easy, it looks easier than it is. In this case, it really looked harder than it was. And those were optional bosses, so you don't have to do them. But if you want to get into the Deep Root Depths, that's kind of like the barrier that you have to overcome. I am so overjoyed. I finally get to go and explore a new map. Yay! So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed this boss fight, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.